Welcome back, viewers. I hope that you are having a wonderful Friday. Well, I'm sure if you are Lucid Motors holders, you probably are having a wonderful Friday. CCIV stock and the merger with Lucid Motors has been approved. This is fantastic news for CCIV shareholders, as you can imagine, as it means that the merger will go ahead and CCIV and Lucid Motors will join the Nasdaq next week, and this is reported on electric.com. So we can see that news right there. I think this is fantastic. Now, I absolutely believe that Lucid Motors and CCIV, their shareholders, were going to vote in favour of this. Just my personal thoughts and opinions, but I think it does make a lot of sense. I don't think it would make sense to vote against this, but I think this is going to be good news going forwards into next week. Now, as you guys will know, we do like to look at the fundamentals more on the weekends, so I probably will give you an update on that at some point this weekend, if not early next week. But really, I want to focus on what we are seeing in share price today. As you guys will know, in the week, especially on Lucid Motors, we do like to look at the technicals and how the stock has been moving, and obviously today we are looking at why. So we're going to start off doing that, but obviously if you will enjoy this video, which I'm sure you will, make sure to leave a like on it, make sure to subscribe. We're trying to push up to 13,000 subscribers. We are literally 50% of the way to 25k, and then if we hit 25k, we are 1/4 of the way, so 1/4 of the way to 100k. It's happening, guys. Massive thank you for everything. But yes, I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. Follow us on Twitter at N2SFinance, you can see it there. Join us on our website called Markets-Daily, link is in the description down below. But yeah, now we're going to jump in and look specifically at Lucid Motors and how the stock price has been moving throughout the day. So here on Yahoo Finance, some more simple charts to start us off with, so it's easy for everybody to understand. We can see a simple trend has formed. Lucid Motors throughout the day has seen a very strong rally, bringing us up by $1.49, up by about 6.51%. So we can see this big increase on open. This brought us up to highs at $9.39 of $23.90. From there, we dipped a little bit, bringing us down to the $22 range, the high 22s that is. From there, a little bit of an increase and back to the 22s. And then we have seen a little bit of slow and strong rallying throughout the day, which has brought us to a final point coming up towards the end now of $24.27. So really not that bad. It has been a very strong rally. Again, like I said, we are up by about 6.54%, so it is really quite good. Again, the past 5 days now for CCIV is looking pretty okay. We can see a very positive week starting off the week on a price point of $21.54. And now coming towards the end of the week, we are definitely up by a few dollars, so really not that bad at all. The 1 month chart is showing us a pretty okay trend. Again, yes, we were down for the majority of the month, but we already knew that. But from this point down here, where we hit lows of about $21.28, we have been recovering pretty decently, and I'm happy to see that. But now we're going to move on to the more technical side and look at Lucid Motors. But quickly, if you were wondering, the S&P is up by 1.05% today. Dow Jones is up by 0.75. Nasdaq is up by 1.5 as well, like the S&P, and even the Russell is up by 0.42%. So you can see that generally speaking, the markets are performing well today. I do believe that sort of ties into CCIV, but obviously it does have its own catalyst going on today anyway, so it's something separate to also think about. Anyway, we can see a clear trend on the 1 day. As I mentioned, we are seeing a moving average for the day at $24.22. That's slightly below the actual share price that we are seeing of $24.39. We've seen an RSI figure of 62. So again, guys, 80 is overbought, 50 is neutral, and 20 is oversold. So coming into about 62, it really isn't that bad. It's pretty neutral, only 12 points away from neutral. So that's just my personal interpretation of it. So there you go. The past 5 days is showing us similar figures. We can see that moving average at 24 and 2. We are seeing a RSI figure of 53, so that is basically neutral, and that MACD trend is going to become a bit more clear when we go out to the 1 month. So like I said, that MACD trend on the 1 month, we can see it was very bearish for the majority of the month. As you guys will know, we saw drop after drop after drops. So we had a first drop down here, then a bit of a recovery, then a further drop, and that continued for a while. But again, now the MACD is potentially coming bullish again, as we are seeing a few days in the green, and this hopefully will continue into next week. But that is showing where we are at the end of this week, so potentially a trend reversal coming on the MACD if you do like to follow that indicator. Now the RSI down here is literally neutral. It is at 50, so absolutely neutral, nothing to speak on there. And we are seeing a moving average figure for the past 50 days, I believe it is, at $23.41. And we are seeing a volume figure for today of about 17.18 million. That's compared to yesterday's volume of 10 million and the previous day before that at 12 million. So not too high volume that we are seeing today. It does make sense that it would be up by a little bit, as people are very hyped for this merger. People will be buying and selling and all that kind of stuff. It makes sense, but there we go. So that's the figures that we are seeing for Lucid in the past month, and even out the past 3 months, we are seeing the trend is not that bad. We're seeing a moving average figure down here of 23.414, as I mentioned. So we can see we have seen a big increase from these lows back here in the $17 range. So Lucid Motors, I do think it is a fairly decent company in my personal opinion. I think it has a lot of potential long term. I think the biggest benefits from holding Lucid Motors will arise in the next 5 or so years, perhaps even longer than that. Obviously that is for the more long-term investors and holders of the company. I think there is also a different approach which could potentially be taken, as in hold the company stock right now and potentially get some good news from the revenue, hopefully, or from the unveiling of vehicles and obviously the actual deployment of vehicles. So as the company builds its revenue and all that sort of stuff, it could make for a very interesting swing trade. But personally, I think this one is more of a mid to long-term hold in my personal opinion. And obviously, I am not a financial advisor. That's just what I personally think. Tell me your thoughts down below, guys. I do want to hear them, so drop them in a comment. I will see you all soon. Thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further, we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks, including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes and you can see actual contributions from members down here. And again, if you do join us, it is completely free, link is down below. But if you do want to become a Patreon, you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name. So your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that, guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.